quick update before the review. We actually want to start owner's review, reviewing your own car on our channel. So we actually need your help. And we want to make this global tour, but why don't we start from Korea first? I'll leave my email below here, so let me know a little bit about your car and also let me know your contact number if you're interested. Okay guys, now let's get back to the review. Hello, welcome to Asian Petrol. Today we have 2010 Hyundai Sonata. It's got 2-liter gasoline engine, made it to 6-speed automatic, and yes, it's front-wheel driven. It's actually my wife's car, so I hope she doesn't get too mad about this. Well, I brought this 6th generation Hyundai Sonata to see first how you guys like this Back to the Future style review, and second because I could not find any new car for this week. But don't worry guys, I think it will be fun. And before we begin, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys. Okay, quick history on Hyundai Sonata. Hyundai's been making Sonatas over 35 years, since 1985. You know, Hyundai just rolled out the all-new 8th generation Hyundai Sonata last year. This is 6th generation, so 2 generations before the all-new Hyundai Sonata. So today, let me just show you how this 2010 Hyundai Sonata still looks and drives. And why don't we start from the front? When we were buying this car about 10 years ago, design looked pretty radical. I think it still does not look too outdated. So guys, let me know what you think about this YF Sonata's design in the comments section. It's got very thick horizontal lines in the middle, and these 2 lines become hood lines like this. It's got very narrow and sharp looking headlamp on each side, and this chrome strip starts from the headlamp, is carried all the way to the seat pillar, and this is the main design theme of Hyundai Sonata. Because LEDs weren't so common back then, we have projection type headlamp, burp type turn signal, and fog lamp below here. Let me just show you in more detail. This is headlamp, high beam, turn signal, fog lamp, and this is what horn sounds like. Okay guys? Let me also show you the engine room. This 2010 Hyundai Sonata has a 2-liter gasoline engine, which puts out 165 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. Engine is mated to 6-speed automatic, and yes, it's front-wheel driven. Now let me show you how fast this 2010 Hyundai Sonata can be. I just want to know if it can be faster than the all-new Hyundai Sonata. Alright guys, it's kind of snowed a little bit in the morning, and all the calcium chlorides are making the surface very slippery, but we're here, so let's give it a try. This is without the traction off. It took 2010 Hyundai Sonata about 9.4 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. It's not fast, but it's about second faster compared to DN8 Hyundai Sonata, and that's good enough for me. Hyundai Sonata is a mid-size sedan that is made to compete against rivals such as Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. And compared to the 8th generation all-new Sonata, this guy has an about inch shorter wheelbase, but it's about inch taller. So let me just show you the second row seats. You guys know I'm about 6'2", and as you can see, there's a good amount of legroom, and headroom seems to be all right too. Window comes down like this much, and there's no heated seats. It was optional, but we just didn't get it. And there's of course air vents for the second row passengers, but no USB charging ports like recent cars. but it's got good armrest with 2 cup holders, and it's got big panoramic sunroof on the top. Okay guys? Okay, the Sonata is wearing 205 65 by 16 on front and back. Hyundai used to also offer this Sonata with 17 and 18-inch rims. Okay, why don't we check out the braking performance of this 2010 Hyundai Sonata. It took Hyundai Sonata about 155 feet to a complete stop. Like I said, it snowed and rained quite a bit this morning, and all the calcium chlorides are making the road very, very slippery, which is not a good day for a braking test. Let me also show you the first row seats. When you do get in, you notice Hyundai uses Y design theme that flows from top to the bottom. Rather than a full digital gauge, it's got 2 analog gauges on each side with little, I'm not sure how big, but it's got a little screen in the middle showing various information to the driver. And to the right, we have 7-inch navigation screens. It's not big, but it gets job done. And it doesn't support English. Yes, it's got soft touching materials on the top and where my elbow seats, but they sure did use lots of hard plastics back then. And I don't know whose idea was this, but they used this cheap materials around the steering wheel where you touch the most, I guess to save cost. And hope this does not happen again because it feels terrible every time you touch it. This car also has a CD player that also supports DVD and MP3 files. Nowadays, it's hard to find new cars with CD player. And this car also has a Bluetooth connection, so it's quite comfortable to use. And it's got physical buttons and dials for the climate and media controls. And this mode button seems to be straight out of Volvos, right? We also have some storage area below here, so that's nice. Auxiliary USB charging port and a 112-volt charging, and no wireless charging pad here though. And it's got gated gear selector and 2-stage heated seats. Okay, why don't we go out to the road with 2010 Hyundai Sonata. Alright guys, snowing a little bit. Why does it have to snow or rain on our review date? I guess we're gonna have to drive a little slowly today. Okay, why don't we start with visibility? Nowadays, Hyundai makes cars with great visibility, but not so much with this Sonata, because first of all, the belt line is sitting a bit high and side mirrors are not that big either. So visibility, not bad, but not great either. I guess they were just paying too much attention to the design. Is there a dry mode? No, but there's an eco mode that turns red when you floor it. Let me just show it to you. This is green, white, red. What about the engine? Well, this 2-liter gasoline engine is said to have variable intake and dual variable valve timing. Sounds good, right? But when you ask for some power, no one's there. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Yes, so it's not that exciting, I guess. So when we first bought this car, I thought it was tuned for efficiency. So why don't we check out the efficiency of this 2010 Hyundai Sonata. So 2010 Hyundai Sonata returned 20 miles per gallon in the city and 37 miles per gallon on the highway. So it's not that bad, better than I thought. Yeah, let's talk about this 6-speed automatic. Yes, Hyundai did offer paddle shifters on higher trims, but we just don't have it in this car, so let's just use the gear selector. Let me just show you in action. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's not as smooth or refined as recent gearboxes from Hyundai, but it's not bad. This Sonata has column type electronic steering system, so let's see how it handles around corners. Wish it didn't rain or snow this morning. It's actually taking very nicely. It's the first time me taking corner with this car, this kind of corner, but it's doing pretty good. But like I said, wish it didn't rain or snow this much this morning. Right now we're driving on the highway, and the biggest problem with this car is that the driver constantly has to give steering input in order to stay straight on the highway. You know, after a while your shoulders become tired, so I'm kind of glad nowadays Hyundai makes very steady cars. Let me also show you the rear design. Yes, there is LED combination tail lamp for the higher trims, but our Sonata just has bulbs at the back. So it's got bulb type turn signal and backup lamp, and it's got a single exhaust on the right side. Let me also show you the trunk. Size seems to be quite class competitive, and look, Hyundai used to give us spare tires back then. And because the second row does not fold, we have a passage through in the middle. Okay guys? Alright guys, today we had a chance to test drive 2010 Hyundai Sonata. Guys, let me know what do you think about this Back to the Future style review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Before you leave, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys and see you later. Hyundai's been making Sonatas over 35 years since 다시 한번 볼게요. Let me also show you the engine room. This 2010 Hyundai Sonata has a 2-liter gasoline engine which puts out 165 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. Engine is mated to 6-speed automatic, and yes, it's front-wheel driven. Okay, why don't we show you how fast this 2020 Hyundai Sonata is a mid-size sedan that is made to compete against rivals such as Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. And compared to the 8th generation all-new Sonata, this guy has about an inch shorter wheelbase, but it's about an inch taller. So let me just show you the second row seats. You guys don't know about